Hi everyone, my name is Simon and I'd like to welcome you to this quick review of ADHD and ADHD coaching. In this video, we'll talk about what is ADHD. We'll discuss the official definition, we'll talk about signs and symptoms and how they change as we grow. We'll talk about the causes of ADHD and discuss a little bit of the current thought. And then we'll turn to management. So what are the most effective interventions and how does ADHD coaching implement these interventions? And inside that discussion, we'll talk about the general structure of coaching and some common goals that people work on. So what is ADHD? Well, ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. And ADHD is a brain disorder marked by an ongoing pattern of inattention and/or hyperactivity, impulsivity, that interferes with functioning or development. However, symptoms of ADHD manifest differently in children and adults, and every individual with ADHD experiences it differently. As an executive functioning disorder, many executive functioning skills are directly related to performance at school and work. So let's take a look at those now. So what might ADHD look like at university? Well, university students tend to report more difficulties with specific academic skills, such as time management, concentration, motivation, and study strategies. Students with ADHD are also more likely to experience test anxiety. In studies, students report that they could not organize well or plan their time. Their minds wandered when they were studying. They had trouble focusing in class. They were also not so good at taking notes or memorizing things they needed to understand. As we grow up, ADHD symptoms tend to change. Hyperactivity and impulsive symptoms tend to decline, while attentional symptoms seem to remain stable. So what might ADHD look like in adulthood? Well, hyperactivity may be expressed as excessive fidgeting, the inability to sit still for long times when sitting is expected, or being on the go all the time. Adult ADHDers more typically self-medicate, often with caffeine or energy drinks. They engage in risky behaviours, and I'm sorry to say, adult ADHDers tend to be poor drivers. Impulsivity in adulthood may express as impatience, acting without thinking, spending impulsively, or starting new jobs or relationships on impulse, and sensation-seeking behaviours. Adults with attentive symptoms tend to be forgetful, lose personal items like keys, wallets, or purse, or avoid menial tasks at the place of work. You might also find you frequently forget to pay bills on time or forget appointments, and struggle with organising or managing your daily schedule. So, what causes ADHD? Now, this is a question that is difficult to answer, but we do know there is a genetic dimension because ADHD runs in families. If you have ADHD, it's likely that ADHD or maybe autism is in your family tree. There's also evidence that the environment plays a role. Cigarettes and drugs during pregnancy is a concern. Exposure to environmental toxins at a young age, low birth weight and brain injury have all shown correlations with later diagnoses of ADHD. Now, although environmental and social factors can influence the severity of ADHD, they do not cause it. However, there is some evidence of a link with smoking or taking drugs during pregnancy, so this should definitely be avoided. Other illnesses often co-occur with ADHD. Now, I already mentioned autism, but also anxiety and depression, learning disorders, and children might have more severe behavioural issues such as being defiant, stubborn, aggressive, or destructive. So that is a brief summary of ADHD. Now let's talk about how to manage it. The most common method is medication, and the most common medication that most people have heard of is Ritalin. Now Ritalin is a stimulant, and in people with ADHD, a stimulant works to help provide focus and clarity of mind. I must emphasize here that a new longitudinal study has shown that Ritalin is not dangerous to take. The next common treatment is counselling to help develop emotion regulation skills and to manage the strong anxiety that some ADHDers can experience. Behavioural interventions are also common. These help to support the ADHDer with developing daily structures, uniquely designed to their life and tailored to help them achieve long-term goals. The best treatment outcomes are seen in those who take their medication regularly and receive counselling. And this is where ADHD coaching comes in. So what is ADHD coaching? The program runs for 8 sessions, and ideally, these would be held across consecutive weeks. This helps to reinforce what you will learn. The ADHD coaching process aims to help you identify long-term goals, identify and overcome barriers, and put in place supports to promote behaviours which move you towards achieving your goals. As a mental health professional with extensive clinical and practical experience, I bring in elements of counselling and coaching, and together we find behavioural and psychological strategies that work for you. I will assist you in designing a personalised framework for meeting challenges and uncovering your motivation to help move you towards your goals. In the work I do, I strike a balance between challenging limitations and barriers and encouraging goal setting and achievement. The real value of coaching lies in learning how to apply behavioural principles and learning to apply them independently for long-term success. And I'm always excited when someone doesn't need me anymore because it shows me that they have learned the principles that they need. Here are some common long-term goals that people like to work on. For example, time management, to help get the things done that you need to get done. Organisation, to help with monitoring programs or jobs. Problem-solving skills, to find solutions to recurring problems. Maybe your diet, or maybe you'd like to work on getting better sleep. Motivation, to do those annoying everyday jobs that need to be done but that can be so boring. Sustained attention, perhaps you have a long-term academic or work project that you need to map out. Emotion regulation is a big part of what we'll do. Almost everyone needs support in developing skills to manage stress and anxiety. So that's an overview of ADHD and how ADHD coaching can help. If you'd like to know more, please use the link under this video to book a free meet and greet session. You can tell me what you need help with and I can answer any of your questions. Please know I love to meet new people, so don't hesitate to book this session. If you decide to go ahead, I'll send you an email. There'll be 5 steps to complete in this email. Once you do them, we'll book in your 8 sessions and then we go from there. So please book the session and I look forward to speaking with you either in person or online. See you soon.